We got Bilal on the Truthers Pod, bro.
What's going on, Playboy?
Dude, let's just jump right in, bro. What's your relationship with your dad like, dog? This is the Ben Gurion Airport right here,
bro.
dude.
Am I getting interrogated, dog? Bro, I was telling you, when I went back there last summer, I did a comedy tour back there.
In Israel?
Yeah, I did a Palestinian comedy tour. We did in like Ramallah, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Nablus.
And did you do it in Gaza too, or no?
They ain't letting us in there, dog.
But you're Palestinian, bro.
Yeah. You still can't get in there.
But as a Palestinian, were you born in there? Or like?
Yeah, so I was born in Jerusalem.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. I was born there. I moved to the States when I was like maybe 3 or 4, you know. Gotcha. But like we would go back and visit every other summer. But I hadn't been back in so long. Like when I went back last summer for the tour, it was like 12 years. So I was pumped, dude. I was like, I got there. I'm like, dude, I'm going to bring peace to the Middle East, dog. I'm gonna be
You're like, I'm going to change everything.
I swear to God, bro. I'm like, I'm going to
no more wars.
I'm going to be so nice to everyone. They're just going to love me. You know?
Dude, your whole fan base, bro. Like Hamas just comes to your tour.
I wish.
Like Bilal merch.
hey, a ticket.
Anything to fill the seats, bro.
A ticket's a ticket, dog.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Yeah, bro. When I went there last summer, dude. As soon as I got to Tel Aviv, Ben Gurion, they took me to the VIP room, which is not the VIP room. It's the room for the brownies.
Okay.
And yeah, bro, they held me for like 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I have an American passport too, but it says I was born in Jerusalem.
Oh, but if it says you're born in Jerusalem, then what's the problem? You didn't speak Hebrew? They were like, all right, this fake ass Jew. Right?
They know though, bro. I mean, they look up obviously they see an Arab name, Bilal, they're gonna know. You know. And yeah, when I went into the interrogation room, that was the first question they asked me. What's your relationship like with your dad? I was like,
and you're like, Dad, my dad blew up like last week. You know?
I was like, good. And they're all like, what's his citizenship status? They're asking me crazy questions. And I'm
really?
Like, he's an American citizen.
Damn.
They're like, when was the last time he was in Palestine? I was like, I don't know. They made me call him.
Really?
They made me call him.
Damn, bro.
And, my dad was there during the war and all that stuff. And, he's pretty traumatized by some of the shit he's seen. And so when I called him, he's like, how's everything going? I'm like, hey, they want to talk to you. He got fired up, dude. I gave the soldier my phone. And I put it on speaker because I want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just hear him, leave my fucking son alone. He's a fucking American citizen. He's like, you guys fucking done enough. You taking everything from me. Keep the fucking land. I don't want it. I swear to God. Just leave him the fuck alone.
He's like the new president. He's like, keep the land that I gave you.
I don't want it, bro. Just leave him the fuck alone. And bro,
keep the land. Just give me back my son. Like this is like a hostage situation.
And bro,
oh my God,
he's 1,000 miles away, safe in California.
Right.
I'm standing in front of the lady, and I'm just sitting there like,
was she hot? Be real, bro. They're pretty bad. Yeah, they're
so
pretty hot,
bad,
bro. They're fucking. You were thinking about fucking her after the interrogation.
It's so hilarious. One of the comics there, the first night, they're like, dude, so hot. They're all so hot, which they do on purpose to fucking. They want you to love them, and it works. And
dude, their moms want you to love them, bro.
I know.
Like, dude, everyone in that family,
and
bro.
So one of the comics, he made a joke about how hot they were, and pardon my choice of words, but it bombed.
It bombed in the Middle East, bro. That's the one place you don't want to bomb, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, there's enough, bro. We can't have any bad comics in Israel, dude.
I can't, man.
Yeah,
can't, dude. It's it's pretty gnarly.
The sirens turn on as soon as this guy bombs.
As soon as the joke
just doesn't land. And you just hear everyone's like running to shelter, bro. Like, fuck, you're on.
Oh shit, it's even worse this time.
He's like, fuck, my joke didn't land. The fucking missile that Israel shoots up to defend it didn't land, bro.
It just
the joke
lands and
didn't
hits
land.
him.
Yeah, bro. It lands and hits
just fucking heat tracking. Bomb tracking.
Oh my God. It just goes through the doors. It just fucking hits him.
Netanyahu gets on TV. He's like, we are defending ourselves from bombs.
We are defending our country. We are doing everything we can to defend our country.
You've been working on that one.
No, I can do my Israeli better. We are doing everything we can to defend our country.
Oh,
we are killing every bomb in sight. No. He answered before even a bomb. The people of Israel, there was a bomb at the Ben Yehuda Comedy Club. Don't worry, we defused it in time. We shot the missile right in time. The audience died too.
Yeah. But that's the price you pay.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, bro.
That's so funny because I have a joke about this.
No shit.
But it doesn't have that tag, which is funny because I didn't think of that. Because I have a joke where I'm like, you know, guys, I love comedy and I try not to be arrogant, but I'm a comic from the Middle East, so like I know I'm gonna blow up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, but I'm also from the Middle East, so I also love bombing. You know, what I mean?
I think I've heard you say that one. Yeah.
Dude, but that's so funny.
You know what's wild is like we had planned to do this like 2-3 weeks ago before any of this shit popped off.
What do you mean, like this
pod? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of perfect timing, huh?
Dude, you know what? You know what's so funny? So you know how like Hamas yesterday said it is perfect timing because yesterday, like Hamas leader announced that like they're gonna bring like they're gonna bring the rage to the U.S. and like other countries. Yes, that was my reaction.
Yeah.
So my dad calls me to tell me this, and he's like, "Guy, I love you. Like, you know, I don't know if it's propaganda or just like good PR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just make sure like you keep a low profile and hide your Jewish star necklace."
Wow.
And I was like, "Okay, Dad, I'll hide my Jewish star necklace, but I can't hide this nose, Dad." Okay?
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway, dog.
What the fuck, bro? Like, hey, he don't got a Jewish star necklace on, he's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
hey, bro, I'm Colombian, dog. No one's gonna believe that for a second, dude.
For real, dude. What the fuck, dude? And then I'm like, yo, Dad, bro. I'm like, don't worry, dude. I got a loaded weapon on me, dog. Like, dude, if they pull up on me, I sneeze, it's over, dude. Like
snot rockets,
yeah,
dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro.
Straight snot rockets.
No, it's the snot, like the missile thing that like prevents the missiles.
Yeah, snot dome.
It like blocks all the bullets. Yeah, fucking a shield of snot just comes around me.
That should be the new Israeli superhero.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Super nose.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man, because I don't look Palestinian.
I didn't know you were Palestinian, low key, bro. I thought
Yeah.
you were. I knew you were Muslim. I didn't know. I was like, this is gonna be fun, you know. My dad was like, "Yo, guys, just make sure you keep a low profile." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm about to shoot a podcast with my fellow Palestinian dog." Don't worry, I brought my nose shield.
Yeah, we're good. When do you tell him that? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't look Palestinian, man. So like, you know, I sneak by sometimes.
Yeah.
And the other day, I work at a South American gift shop. You know. So it's extra low profile.
Okay.
And so the other day I had a couple come in and, you know, and I was like, "Hey, you know, where are you guys coming in from?" And they said, "Oh, we're coming in from Israel." And I was like, "Oh, shit." And like, you know, it's a business. You don't want to fucking talk politics or nothing like that. So I was just like, "Oh, man, I hear a lot of bad stuff's going on over there."
And where do you work, by the way? Just to make...
In Laguna Beach.
And what's the place?
It's called the Laguna Iguana. Shout out.
Oh, so it's like a restaurant.
No,
right?
it's a South American gift shop.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And we sell like fucking ponchos and shit.
Okay.
Alpacas.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can pull off South American.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. And I was like, "Oh, I hear a lot of bad things going on over there, you know?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, it's really bad, you know?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, you know?" And then I just had to. I was like, "Hey, why do you think they did this?" I don't know. I was just playing dumb.
Were you talking about like Hamas?
Yeah, I'm like, why do you think they like what would cause that?
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't know, bro." I was like, "Nothing? Can't think of anything? Not one thing?" And he's like, "Bro, they're all fucking animals. All the Palestinians are animals." He told me that to my face. And I was like, "Oh yeah, probably, man, probably." I was like, "Oh shit, dude."
Yeah, those crazy Palestinians.
Yeah,
they're everywhere, you know.
Yeah, you never
Even
know.
one right in front of you, you know.
And I didn't want to say nothing, dude, because you know his money spends the same as a non-racist's money.
Dude, you know what? That's the crazy thing, bro. Is the racism like?
Yeah,
it's so like like it's so blinding. It's like the same blinding that like love has. Cause
for sure.
The reason I think that is because like, you know, I feel like when you're raised like as an Israeli, you're raised to like fear like Palestine and that whole like
of course, and
everything
vice
about
versa
it.
Too.
Exactly. It's this is how I see it. We're raised to fear like Palestine and Hamas and like terrorism or like anything like that, even though those are different entities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you're trained kind of to think it's as like the same.
For sure.
And then it's like the same. It's like the fear though is what creates like the hate because you're in like shock and constantly like 100%. On high alert. But then like it's the same thing with like Palestinians and like the Palestine like government or that. It's like you're raising your kids to hate Israelis. So if Palestine is raising their kids to hate Israelis and Israelis are raising their kids to, you know, fear and hate the Palestinians, then like there's just gonna be
nonstop.
more wars.
It's gonna be nonstop.
There has to be a change.
It's tough, man, and you know we could sit here and be fucking van politicians all day, you know, but like right? Nothing we do is gonna help, you know. Like I tell people this all the time, man. I was born there, but I moved to California. I lived in Stockton, California. You know anything about Stockton?
Probably just a boring area.
Well, Stockton's
that's Bay Area, right?
Kind of. It's like it's near that
north?
area. Yeah, it's up north.
Yeah.
And Stockton is like one of the most dangerous towns in America. The murder rate is crazy. They like lead the nation in murder per capita.
Nice.
You know, so it's like a crazy dangerous town.
Hey, they're killing it. Am I right? All right.
But for me, I've never had like a problem there or anything like that. I've never experienced racism. First time I ever had a gun pointed at me was an AR-15 at a checkpoint in Palestine. You know what I'm saying?
In Palestine?
Yeah, bro. The checkpoints. We have to go through checkpoints.
Wait, like Palestine is in like Gaza or?
No, West Bank.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah, dude, that part's ours too, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And
so just to go right.
So just to move around over there, you have to go through checkpoints like every 15 minutes. You have to go through a checkpoint. There's a soldier, and they fucking some of them will point their guns at you, tell you to take your papers out. You know, and then once they figure out everything's all good, they'll let you
person's
go.
in fear too, bro.
He's of course, bro. Yeah. Everyone's in fear, but it's just like
because in the back of his mind, he's like, dude, this could be like I don't know if this is gonna be like a terrorist or if this guy has a gun on him or like this or like.
But you have to look at it also from the perspective of like me. I'm a 12-year-old kid who was raised in America,
right? And
in America, everything's all hunky dory.
Wait, when did you move from like
when I was like 3 or 4.
Same, yeah.
So I didn't really know nothing about it, and then you go back. I'm 12 years old. You see guys pointing guns at you, and you're like, "Well, what the fuck did I do,
dude?" That's
you know.
You want to hear what's so crazy? Right now, I don't know if you feel this, but I feel like I feel like a bit of like hostility. You know? Do you know what I mean?
Like right now,
not between like you and me.
But
like between like every time like the fact that there's a camera turned on and it's kind of like I agree with like whatever's like I believe is right, you know.
Of course.
I trust my instincts, but at the same time it's like lingering in the back is like there's still like the like need to defend your name and your
100%, dude.
And
100%.
But without disrespecting like the other side, because in my brain is like, dude, fuck other sides, man. Like I know there's wars and I know there is another side, but it's like I don't like that's what I hope we're all moving away from, bro.
But it's tough, bro. And you see like
it is happening.
You see like now on Instagram, everybody's picking a side. People who know nothing about what's going on,
dude. Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
People have no idea. You mind if I puff this?
Yeah, you're good, bro. That's really funny because a comedian did a really funny joke about that 2 days ago at an open mic. He was like, if you have an opinion about like the Israel-Palestine war or conflict right now, and you want to put your opinion on social media, there should be a quiz about like a 50-question quiz about like Israel and Palestine history that you need to take before you can post anything on social media.
Dude.
And then next to your giant opinionated essay will be the score you got on that quiz. So it'll just be like a giant essay on how you feel about the war and then just 0%. And you're just like, fuck this guy's opinion, bro. He doesn't know shit. Like,
we've been doing a lot of these man on the street interviews lately. Me and Anthony Thomas, the Hell Yeah guys, shout out.
Right.
And we went out like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was just like being dumb, like asking hammered people. I'd be like, what are your thoughts on Israel-Palestine? Just like that, just to see what they say. 90% of the people are like, I don't really know I've never heard of that, or I don't know what's going on.
What's a Palestine?
Yeah. And those are the same people posting their opinions now.
Yeah.
The people who had no idea what this was 2 weeks ago, and now they think they know everything.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a cycle, as well as I do, that in 2 weeks, it's going to go back to the status quo, and fucking nobody's going to be talking. It'll be on to the next topic.
Exactly. Because if you think about it in like a business standpoint, all it is marketing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like propaganda is
For
just
sure.
an ad campaign.
For
if
sure.
You think about it,
It's like, what trigger words can we use to make our side look better?
And it's great for like news businesses. Because now they have constant, like they're getting so much traffic right now from wars, Yeah. Because war is an extremely profitable business, which is the problem with war, is that like, there's so much loss to it, but like the countries, like the people at the top of these countries are making the most money right now donating to wars, because this is a proxy war, right?
Yeah.
Because the United States is donating to both sides. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, one side more than the other, obviously.
Right.
We don't get that.
That's
much
what I heard.
it.
No, like Biden like gave money to Iran. Someone told me this. Like an Iranian guy told me this.
Yeah.
They gave money to Iran, and then Iran gave the money to Palestine, and then now they're sending like airplanes to Israel. I'm like, what's going on here, bro?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. But it's something that you and I have dealt with our whole lives.
Yeah. Fuck,
it's nothing new, right?
Yeah.
I guess the only thing new is that like there was a bigger attack this time,
This was the biggest one.
Biggest one, and now it's going to be fucking the biggest retaliation. You see what they said this morning?
What'd they say?
About 1.1 million people in Gaza, they told them to relocate. In northern Gaza, they told 1.1 million people to go to the south. Mind you, a place with the borders are closed, so they can't leave. They just have to go to the south.
Damn.
So that's nuts. What are they going to do? What are they planning on doing if they're sending 1.1 million people? How do they expect those people to get out?
How many people are in Gaza?
2.2 million.
Damn, bruh.
It's the most densely populated place on planet Earth. It's the size of 2 Washington D.C.s.
Really?
And 2.2 million people live there.
They need like just 2 DC improvs in there.
Shit, man. They need a Gaza improv, dog. Rita, where you at?
Yeah, Rita, what the fuck, dude? Where's your booking team, dog?
Where's your booking team?
Oh, my God. Yeah, the Gaza improv,
the
bro.
Gaza improv.
Dude, Ahmed is pulling up. He's doing a set, bro. Yeah. You're pulling up. Dude, I'm pulling up, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I really want, what's funny? I was on Kisufim? Do you know that place? It's a city. It's the closest city to Gaza. It's like 5 minutes from Gaza. So when I was a little younger, I flew from California to Israel to do to be a part of a movie in Kisufim, and I met like it's like a fucking 20 village or 20 home village. And I met like everyone there, because it's so small, and they like come and do gatherings, there's like parties. And then I read the news, and like that was the place that was the most affected, and it was just crazy to think that like I was like, damn, bro, all those young people that I met and shit just all probably are dead right now, or like some, you know what I mean? But it's like wild to think, because then like it's like, bro, our life is so like. It's so weird to even have an opinion on this, especially if you're not related to this. Yeah. Because our life here in America is like, we don't even know how lucky we are. You know what I mean?
Extremely fortunate, bro.
We're
Imagine this. I'm a Palestinian guy, dude. If I was born just 30 minutes away, if I was born in the Gaza Strip instead of the West Bank, I wouldn't be here right now.
Really?
You can't leave there.
Right.
So I'd still be there. And
if you're born there, you're just there.
That's why they call it, I don't know if you've heard this term before, they call it the world's biggest open-air prison.
Nice.
sick. We did that. Yes.
Damn, bro. We're making landmarks out here, dude. Is this on the Guinness World Record book, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah. No. So that's like, you hear shit like that, and you're like, fuck, bro. I think that's why I'm a very positive guy. I'm always a happy guy, because like I realize how blessed I am, and I realize like, fuck, bro, if I was just born 30 minutes somewhere else, bro, it could be so much. My life would be so much different. Dude. I'd be a lot skinnier. That's for sure.
For real, huh? Bro, that's the good. But you know what? That's a great mindset, dude. Because I'm not gonna lie. I'm like it's good that you see like how blessed you are, because like I see everything as problems, you know, like my problem is, I got to sell out this room.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a comedy show tonight. I got to prepare my set list. Like, that's my problem.
Yeah.
You know? There's people having like some fucking life or death problems. Like over there, you know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I also such a positive. So my mom, when she called the first day this happened, when it started, my mom called me, and I had the exact same reaction I had when you told me to open. I'm like, guy. She's like, calls me sad, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, you sound sad. She's like Hamas just like murdered and like sent like a ton of missiles to Israel. And I was like, sick, bro. Tell me more, dude. They're throwing grenades in villages. I'm like, what?
Spill the tea,
dude. I was like, dude, that's like, my mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with my son, dude? I'm not gonna lie, I'm like the worst person to talk to about this shit, because I kind of think all this shit is pretty cool, bro. Like until like someone in my family dies, I'm like, damn, this is awesome, bro. Like, because I'm just thinking of it like Call of Duty. Like my inner child is hitting, bro. Yeah. My mom was like in shock at my response, dude, because she's like telling me like, yeah, there's like grenades being thrown, like people are like, innocent families are being murdered. I'm like, yeah, but is there like a first person cam? Like, is there like a live stream or something I can watch, bro? Like, dude, I'm trying to, because like I have ADHD, so I'm like very like highly stimulated. It's not like I'm trying to like see videos of like people getting murdered.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But my mind was like, bro, what? Like, I want to see these videos.
Let me get the
like,
popcorn, dog.
Yeah, bro. I was like, that's dope. Like, so now every time I hear shit, I'm like, kids in cages, bro? Like, what? Bro, this is no way. I gotta see some pictures of that, bro. They're taking women and children. What about the men? They're killing them, bro. This sounds like a movie, bro. Hey, Martin Scorsese, bro, where are you right now? You should be fucking in front of the laptop.
I mean, that's all you fucking see now, dude. I feel almost guilty not watching some shit, you know?
Really?
Yeah, because
how do you feel watching it? Because like, I mean, considering you're Palestinian, like, when you watch like Hamas do it to Israel, like, how do you feel when you see that?
Yeah, when I see that, it's like, well, fuck, you know? Well, here's the analogy I've been giving people.
Yeah.
So, are you familiar with Nat Turner?
No.
You know who Nat Turner is? So, Nat Turner, this is actually an analogy by my man Ahmed. He made a video about this. I'm like, wow, that's a great comparison. So, Nat Turner was a slave in the 1800s. Right. And he's really famous. He led a slave revolt. And so he gathered like 300 slaves, and they went into the master's houses, and they fucking killed them. They fucking killed their wives. They killed all their children. Really horrible stuff. Right. And you could look back at that and you could be like, oh, fuck, bro, I wish that didn't happen. You know? But you can't look back at it and be like, well, shit, because they did that, slavery's justified. You know? You can't do that. That's not the comparison. What you do is instead you look and you think, like, damn, what could make somebody fucking do that? Like, what could make another human being do that to another human being? You know? Which is what I think. It's like, you watch that shit and you're like, fuck, that's fucking shitty, bro. That's shitty. But like, god damn, dude, that guy probably lost 15 family members in bombings. You know, he probably has nothing left to live for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the perspective that I watch. It was like, fuck, this sucks, bro. You know, nobody.
We're like the opposite, bro. I'm like, I sound like a devil right now, dude. Like, wait, hundreds of people are being murdered? Like,
well, and I know too, dude. I know too that as a Palestinian, it's a bad look. Right. It's not a great look. Right. You know. And also, you know that the retaliation is going to be crazy. And so, like, my timeline, our timelines are obviously very different, probably. So like
our timelines is in like individually or like with like the
like our social media feed.
Oh right,
you
right,
know,
right.
Let me fucking turn this down. How rude of me! I've never done a podcast before. It's a phone ringer. So our timelines are very different. So like right now, my timeline's full of like videos of people picking up their babies out of the rubble in Gaza, and I fucking hate watching that shit.
Damn,
you
right?
know? So
dude.
it's like, and they like you see like that. I've never seen so many dead babies in my life, dead children, and it's just like I don't want to watch it, but I feel guilty. I'm like, you have to. These are your people, bro. You have to watch it. You know,
dude. Wow, that's a great point of view. Like, not even point. Like that's profound because the timeline thing itself is like what we consume is
of
like
course, bro.
Is what like kind of dictates our opinion. Wow, bro, that just shows how easily manipulated we are as humans. Because my timeline is the Israel getting striked and missiles, and like getting a bunch of like women and children getting kidnapped and sent to Gaza with like in cages.
Yeah.
So in my brain, it's like, okay, like I'm the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're watching it like I'm the victim.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like even just like the content we're looking like. Because here's the thing: you're not looking up Hamas missile launching and killing millions of or hundreds of Israelis. You're looking up like Gaza affected by like war, Palestine affected by war.
And it's not even like I'm looking it up. It's just what pops up on my timeline because of who I follow and
the algorithm.
And the algorithm, they know who you
are.
Bro,
the algorithm has probably a huge fucking factor into this.
It's nuts, bro.
It's like because the algorithm knows your origin.
Yeah.
Like, the algorithm has every detail about you. And wouldn't it be crazy to think that even just like it has the slightest power to be like, all right, this is a Palestinian audience. This is an Israeli audience. We're going to give the Israeli audience all of this content that says Palestine is bad.
Yeah.
And we're going to give Palestine all this content that says Israel is bad. And that's going to continue the war. And that's going to drive more money for the rich who probably run the algorithm.
100%.
And then the war is going to continue happening and make a lot more oil for Biden.
100%.
Biden is the algorithm, dude.
That motherfucker, dude.
But here's the thing. The algorithm, we think it's random. Right?
It's not, bro.
But it has to have some controlled power.
Yeah.
Because what even is random? You know what I mean? Like there has to be money behind the algorithm. You know what I mean? Like,
of course, man.
And by money, I mean like not just like, oh, this ad is doing well, but more just like, oh, like this is gonna make money for X country, for our country.
That's why data selling is so big, bro.
Oh.
Everybody, like all these companies that get your data and then they sell it.
Oh, shit.
You know,
right,
they're selling what you're into. They're selling what your interests are. So people know you better. They know how to advertise to you.
Yes.
You know?
That's the whole cookies thing.
Fucking cookies.
So maybe like we're like, 'cause here's the thing. So if you think about it, then that means that the wars would rely on the algorithm. Because if you think about it like this, if we're manipulated by what we consume, and the majority of what we consume is like the feed on our phones, and what the algorithm pushes out to us, then that means that if let's say right now what the algorithm is prioritizing and pushing is like, all right, Israeli people or like people who have like Israel and like their interests, or like let's say if it knows our interests, it knows where we're from, right? Okay, so we're gonna send all the Israeli audiences stuff that say Palestine is bad, Israel is going through a fuck ton. And then we're going to send all the Palestinians like, oh, Israel is bad, Palestine is going through a lot, support Palestine. Israel's getting support Israel.
Yeah.
What if they mixed it and they were like, all right, we're going to start sending Israel like all the shit that's happening in Palestine that's bad, and we're going to start sending Palestine all the shit that Israel's saying. It's like reverse the marketing campaign.
Right, but that wouldn't be good for money.
Right, exactly. It wouldn't be good for money. It wouldn't be good for like the war business, and then all these big rich people who are collecting all the money from the algorithm wouldn't thrive.
Yeah, because then people would start to be like, oh, shit, maybe my government isn't so great. Or maybe, maybe this.
Yeah, they'll start second-guessing their whole belief system,
maybe
their government.
Maybe we have more in common than we think. Maybe, we're all fucking cousins at the end of the day.
We are, bro.
At the end of the day,
bro. Come on, look at these noses, dog. There's no way, bro.
Mine's just wide.
Yeah, yours is.
You're a little
I got the pecker, bro.
Yeah.
I got the woodpecker on me, bro. But like, I don't know, man. That's a great point. Like the algorithm is, because here's the thing, man. Now think about it when it crosses. Let's say right now I'm Israeli, right? So all I'm consuming is the Israel shit, and you're consuming the Palestine shit. Now let's say there's one guy you follow who's an Israeli guy, and there's one guy follows a Palestinian guy. That Israeli guy that you follow is getting all the Israeli content. So he puts out one piece of like that Israel content, and because you follow him, you get all this Palestinian content from other shit, but then you get that one Israel shit, and you're like, man, fuck, this guy doesn't get it, because 90 out of 60 pieces of content that I just consumed, 59 were Palestine, and this is the one. Yeah. So for me, it's like the same thing. It's like, oh, I just got 60 pieces of content, 59 of it is like supporting Israel, and then one thing is Palestine from the one Palestinian guy that I follow. It's like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't get it. So it's like, just even like the law of large numbers is like, I don't know. There's so many statistical factors I feel like that manipulate us.
When's the last time you were back there?
In Israel? Mm-hmm. A year and a half ago.
Okay, so almost the same time as me, basically.
Yeah? But you know what's crazy? When I was there were like, this was the closest experience I had at a terrorist attack. There was a terrorist attack a block away from me.
Really?
Yeah, like this guy just went in a bar and started like shooting everyone, like passersby, just like trying to murder people in Tel Aviv. It was the first terrorist attack in Tel Aviv.
Jeez.
We thought we were safe. I was with my whole family, bro.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question. Is was like, have you ever had an interaction with a Palestinian over there?
I love like the people, bro.
Of course.
Like I could talk to a Palestinian guy and have a fucking amazing conversation because he's a human being.
Yeah.
You know? I'm a human being.
Yeah.
But
you've never had like a negative interaction.
Just, bro, like, I mean, only if like it's like hostile. Like here's the thing. When I was in Israel, I was there for like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I would be talking like a Arabic guy, like a Palestinian, and then I'd be like, "Where are you from?" They would like neglect to tell me, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't give a fuck, bro."
Yeah.
Like, trust me, like maybe someone else, and I know it's different, but like I don't care personally.
Yeah.
Like I think we're humans, and then we talked.
Yeah.
And the best conversation I ever had with like a Palestinian or like even like a Muslim in that area was when I was in Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Morocco, and there was a Muslim, I think he was Palestinian, on like he was like selling like merch, like not like merch, like he was like you know how like there's like those straight roads and like kind of like a flea market.
Yeah.
So he's like selling shoes or something, and I sit by his stand. I get me and him like a coffee and shit, and we sit down and we start talking about it, and he starts like explaining the war to me from the perspective. Not the war, but like the conflict from the perspective of like a Palestinian.
Yeah.
And I was expressing from like the perspective of Israeli, and we kind of just like learned from each other
100%
instead of just like fought about it. But it got hostile at a point. It got like
yeah, man. I think it's tricky to have these conversations, like, because obviously it's so close to our hearts.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, and
we have families and shit.
Yeah, and I say that because like I feel like from an Israeli perspective, like you very rarely deal with Palestinians, right? Like you guys are just kind of like in your own little thing, and you deal with it like, you know, maybe like you hear about an attack or like
there's a terrorist attack or something.
But like from a Palestinian perspective, every time I go there, I have to deal with negative Israeli interactions. Now, mind you, there's positive ones too. There's positive ones, but for the most part, it's like, well, what the fuck, man? I remember when I was coming back to America and I was at Tel Aviv, they searched my bag 4 different times. And this is how they would search my bag, too. They would...
Bro, they do that to us, too.
Really? Okay, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah. They would take everything out of my bag, be like, you're good, and I would have to put everything back in myself.
Yeah.
But it's just
That's how they do it.
It's wild, bro. I can't believe they do that to you guys, too.
No, they do it to everyone, bro. Like, if you go in a mall in Israel, they'll take apart all your shit. They'll look through it. They'll, like, do the scanner thing.
Okay, that's...
I made a joke about that when I was living in Israel. I was opening for Israel's biggest comedian, Shacha Hassan. Shout out Shacha.
Bless you.
You know Shacha?
Oh, I thought you sneezed.
Oh, no. I was saying his name, bro. What the fuck? Did you actually think I
sneezed? His name is Shacha?
Shahar Hassan.
But it's pronounced Shachar?
Shachar, yeah.
You know what Shacha means?
Moon, right?
In Arabic?
It means moon?
Shacha?
Shachar?
Shacha means a
Poop?
shit.
Yeah. And what does Hassan mean, bro?
Hassan, bro. Calzon means underwear. So his name is Shitty Underwear.
Tell me that's the perfect name for a comedian, bro.
It is, bro.
Give it up for our next comedian. You may have seen him in the bathroom. Give it up for Shitty Underwear. Hi. Oh my
gnarly.
God. Nah, but when I was there, bro, I made a joke about how like Israel will check everything in your bag. But during COVID, if you had to show them like the green pass, like the thing that like you can enter buildings with, like you know what I'm talking about. It's called like a Tav Yarok in Israel.
I never got one.
But like in America, you had to get it too, like the vaccination card.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So you had to show that in Israel, and I made a joke about how like a compare and contrast of how like in Israel they'll like look through your whole bag, open like take everything apart, like open your binder, look through your notes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then they're like, do you have Tav Yarok? And then you just like barely show it, and they're like, enter. And, like, you know what I mean? And it's like they didn't give a fuck about like COVID.
Yeah.
Just like, yo, let's fucking check everything in your bag.
Yeah.
I just want to have a bag full of dildos one day, just to watch some guy like pull out every single dildo just out of the bag. Just be like, all right, you know what? Just go.
I used to.
That's how you do it, by the way. If you want to go in a mall with like a bomb, bro, just fucking put it under a bunch of dildos. You know what I mean?
Take notes, Hamas. Anyway.
Wait, what?
I said take notes, Hamas.
Hey, you know they're watching, bro. They're going on tour in the U.S. right now, dog.
Bro, this is a crazy video that I fucking that I could never make, but I'll tell you. I don't care. Because you watch some of these Hamas videos and you're like, I think the first thing that pops out to me when I watch these videos is like, wow, this is really well edited.
Wait, which ones? Like the ones where they're talking in front of the camera, or the ones where they're going out in Israel and like with their guns and shit?
No. Like they make like hype up videos.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it is well edited, bro.
It's like so well edited, bro. And the first thing that popped in my mind is like, dude, who's editing these videos? I need him to work on my shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And then I'm like, bro, what if they had a YouTube channel? And I'm like, and so the clip that comes into the video that comes into my mind is a Hamas soldier. It's a YouTube video, and he's like, "How's it going?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. How's it going, everybody? First things first, I just want to give a big shout out to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast challenged me to make this video today. We are going to put all of our hands on Israeli Humvee. Last one to take their hand off gets to keep it. Everybody go!"
Damn, bro. Dude, you call Hamas headquarters. They're like, who is this? Hi, I'm Bilal. I'm a stand-up comedian in L.A. I just want to know who your editor is.
I'm calling from Mr. Beast's team.
Mr. Beast is trying to find out who's editing that shit.
I'm calling from Mr. Beast's team.
I'm Jerry Crackfield. I'm here. I'm here with Mr. Beast LLC. We just want to know who your editors are.
Yeah.
Are you guys outsourcing from the Philippines?
Yeah,
are you guys in house? What's going on here?
It's crazy, bro.
Is it the same guys that are doing like that are in the content, like the ones shooting? You know, because they're good. You know,
because if it's the same guys in the content,
yeah,
very talented.
They're very talented. They can shoot, they can throw grenades and edit clips.
And you can ride a paraglider.
Yeah. Can you send some of them to the U.S. so we can? And that's how the tour began.
Yeah.
Where like they started sending them out. They flew them out. The Hamas leader found out. He's like, "Oh, we're going on tour. Okay. Hey, we are doing a rage in the U.S. all around the country to kill all Israelis. So be prepared." And it's just like a Mr. Beast YouTube video.
Mr. Beast video.
What's up, guys? Today we're gonna go on a rage around the U.S. video. First to kill. All right. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild. Dude.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
You got to find the light in these situations. It's sad. It's sad times, man. It's fucked up. But we're comics at the end of the day.
Facts, bro.
We're comics, and we're blessed.
We are
to be out of it. And it doesn't mean you don't have sympathy, and it doesn't mean like you're not.
Yeah.
You don't fucking care about the people and stuff like that.
Right, because it's happening.
It's happening. But fuck, bro, our job is to find light.
Dude, it is. And and like that's this. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like yeah, it's fucking happening, but like it is happening, bro. Like you know what's weird is how like regularly like I called my grandma just to check in on her because she lives in the South.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, this might be the last time I'm calling my grandma. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just like say what's up. And she's telling me about like her boyfriend. My grandma has a boyfriend.
Wow,
yeah. I'm not even calling my grandpa, just some guy fucking my
I'll
grandma.
Never call
you know
grandpa,
what I mean?
bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm just gonna call you Mr. First Name.
Yeah.
And that's it, bro. How you doing, Mr. Dan?
Mr. Shacha.
Yes. Hey, Mr. Shacha. So she's like just like telling me, I'm like, so what's going on? Like, you're safe? She's like, yeah, like, and her boyfriend, like, they live in the same fucking house. And she's like this morning, and this was like the day of the first attack. She's like, apparently, like, so like he lives in like a village that's closer to like the Gaza Strip. They terrorist threw a grenade in his house, blew up his house, and then he ran out of the house to get out of the fire and explosion, and they shot him and killed him while he ran out. On a different scenario, that his son's son, so like my grandma's boyfriend's grandson, was at the beach fishing with his friends, and he's like a young guy, like probably like my age or like our age. How old are you?
27.
Okay, so like probably in his 20s, and he's like fishing with his friends, and then on a totally separate occasion, he got like him and all his friends got murdered at the beach. On a separate occasion, so the grandpa found out on like 2 different notes, like, hey, your son's dead. Oh, by the way, your grandson's dead. And then my grandma was telling me this, like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, just like totally like regular conversation. Like, she's telling me about like Jack in the Box's new Supreme croissant. She's like, she's telling me like that. She's like as if she's like, yeah, Jack in the Box just came out with a new Supreme croissant. Let's go try it. She's like, yeah, Daniel's son and grandson just got murdered on different occasions. It's pretty crazy out here. Yeah, it's 2 for $5. You should get them now. Use code.
But that's just how normal that shit is.
Yeah, bro.
Out
I'm
there.
like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
That's just how normal like that fucking just death is.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, I'm like, dude, how are you? And I told my dad this. He's like, dude, they're just in shock, bro. I'm like, because like my friend, her uncle, like he threw like there was a grenade thrown in his house, and then he didn't run out, but his whole family was in there. And said like a terrorist came in, like running in, and then he shot the terrorist to like in front of like the family, like save the family and shit. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on there, dude? That sounds wild, bro.
When I called my family, obviously, like they're sending me videos of like missiles in the air, like a town over
in West Bank.
In West Bank, yeah, okay. Because they some militants got in the fucking settlement. There's a settlement right next to our village.
Okay. Your family lives in the West Bank, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sick.
Yeah. Okay. Like by Ramallah, if you know.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah. Ramallah's a sick ass town, by the way. I love it.
Is it like the Tel Aviv of like the West Bank or something?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda. I mean, not as nice. You know.
Dude, I gotta look this up, bro.
But Ramallah's sick, bro. I had a time of my life there. But yeah, they're sending me videos of like bombs overhead and like. I'm like,
wait, real quick. Are the girls in Ramallah like baddies? Okay, all right, continue. Yeah,
because there's Muslims and Christians there too, so there's like bars and shit.
It's like is it like a party city?
Yeah, there's like wineries, bars, and like it was sick, bro.
Dude, that's fuck.
That's what a lot of people don't realize
Muslim girls are hot, dude.
But a lot of people don't realize there's like a lot of Palestinian Christians too.
Yeah,
I mean, Jesus Christ was born there, for crying out loud. There's gonna be fucking Christians. There's like whole cities. There's like
where was Jesus Christ born? In Jerusalem?
Bethlehem, right?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Bethlehem.
Where's Bethlehem? Is that in the West Bank?
Yeah. West Bank.
Sick. Okay.
They're all right by each other. And so yeah, they're sending me videos of, like bombs overhead. I'm like, wow, is everybody okay? Like they're like, everybody's okay. They're like, we're used to this. This is like nothing new, you know? And then here's their definition of normal. They're like, yeah, everything's okay. There's just tanks coming through the city every night, like to make sure like nobody's out past curfew and shit. They enforce the curfew
right now. Like,
yeah.
What's the curfew?
I don't know. Probably like fucking 8 or 9 o'clock after dark.
Curfew 6.
Yeah, they don't want them out after dark. But normal to them is a literal tank rolling through their village.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and that's just like, oh no, it's okay. We're normal. Just a fucking IDF tank in our village, like
crazy,
with a fucking shell in, ready to blow up whatever.
Dude, they're eating dinner.
Yeah,
there's a fucking like the whole of the tank is like pointing at their face, like. like through the window.
And it's crazy too because our village is like some people call it like Little America, because most everybody in that village is American.
Really?
Yeah, because like
how many people live in that village?
I don't know. Probably like 10, 20,000.
Oh, that's a big ass village, bro.
I don't know.
Dude, most of the villages in Israel are like 100 people, 500 max. You know what I mean?
10,000.
So it's probably like a city dude.
I could be way off, but it's not a city. It's like a village.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramallah's like a big city, but this is like a village. I could be way off with my numbers.
Probably, yeah. 20,000 is a lot.
That's a lot. I'm thinking of like American cities, like 10,000 is a small city, you know? But yeah, no, it's just fucking, it's so gnarly, bro.
Yeah. I just hate when people bring it here, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like that girl I told you about who like immediately found out I was Israeli, and then just from me being from where I am, just neglected to talk to me. I was like, this is the problem. This is where racism starts.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to end racism here and just leave it there, then like be a human being.
100%.
You know?
I'm sure you've seen like videos the exact opposite of what I'm about to say, but a video popped up on my timeline of a protest in New York. Like a pro-Israeli protest.
Yeah.
And it was just these fucking guys from Brooklyn. They're asking them, they're like, what should Netanyahu do in retaliation to this? And it's just people openly saying to a camera for millions of people to see, fucking kill all the Arabs. Kill all the Palestinians. We tried. We can't do it anymore. The way you said it was such
a Brooklyn
It's how they fucking. I'm just thinking of one.
They're all just like Italian Jews who have no idea what's going on. Kill the area, like
it's nuts, bro. Like you have no idea what's going on over there, dude. You're seeing that, and you have an opinion that strong, where you're happy to be openly racist to a fucking camera. That's how you know it's bad. When you're happy to be openly racist in front of a camera, it's wild. There was a video of this author in Montreal, and this Moroccan chick was driving, and she had a Palestinian flag on her window, right? And this lady pulls up next to her, and she's like, I hope you get raped and your body's dragged through the streets in front of your children. She tells that to the Moroccan lady. Just because she has
video?
It's on video. Just because she has a Palestinian flag in her window. And she's like, I hope you get raped and your body's dragged.
Is it like a white lady?
It's a white lady.
Like just like a white woman who has no idea what's going on with the conflict.
And then she has the audacity to say, this is my Instagram, Lauren Wise author. And I hope you get raped and dragged through the... Oh, bro, they went.
Wait, can we find that shit?
Find that shit.
Wait, is it Lauren Wise author?
Look up Lauren Wise author. I tried to follow her. Her Instagram's blocked. But if you just
this dumb bitch.
If you just look up Lauren Wise, the video will pop up. Let me see if I can find it. But now she's an author. She writes erotic novels.
Oh, I found it.
The video?
Wow, she looks like a hot white lady, bro. Why'd she do that to her name?
I know.
Author Lauren.
Lauren Wise, that's my Instagram. Author Lauren Wise, you should be raped and dragged through the streets in front of your kids. That's okay. Thank you. You're addressing Hamas. Hamas, a terrorist. Thank you. Thank you for your name. No. Thank you. Have a nice day. I think you should. All of you idiots who think that is Palestine.
Canadian self-published Lauren Wise. Canadian,
bro.
What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what? This is all. You know what this is? This is it. There's a war. There's a real war, like a murdering physical war in the Middle East, and then in the U.S. there's a propaganda war.
Yes.
So there's a real war in the Middle East, and then a propaganda war in U.S. and like other countries that are not involved, like disinvolved totally, completely, like Australia, England, like this, like we're just, our war is just marketing, PR, making sure like there's like a balance of equal.
Even some of like the crazy, like Joe Biden went out and said that they beheaded 40 babies. He said that.
As the U.S.?
No, he said that Hamas beheaded 40 babies in Israel. And then as soon as he said that...
Is that true?
As soon as he said that, they came off, the White House retracted that statement, said there's no proof of that happening, and it's just only something that he heard.
Fucking Biden is over here scrolling through Instagram.
I swear to God,
the
bro,
same
the
videos
same shit
that we're watching, bro. And the algorithm's also manipulating our dumbass president,
and he's
bro.
saying that shit in front of the nation, and the damage is done. You could retract the statement on a fucking little thing, like, oh, by the way, that wasn't true what we said. But the damage is done already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What's been said has been said. And so then you get people like Lauren Wise, who that's what she hears, and she's like, oh,
I know everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just like,
but you know what's fun? I like how she was promoting herself. I'm not Lauren Wise. I'm author Lauren Wise. Okay? If you hate me, read my books. Like, I don't know. My question has always been, how will it end?
It won't, man. You know,
but that's the thing, though. It has to, because life isn't just like 50 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like there's like it won't means never, but there's like let's just say 1,000 years from now, like there's gotta be so much change. Like, when in that 1,000-year span is that change gonna happen?
I think from a Palestinian perspective, I think what the Palestinians want, and everybody, you know, what pisses me off is like when people say like, oh, the Palestinians just want to kill all the Jews. They don't want any Jews to live. They don't want any Jews to be there. And honestly, I think what they want is like land to be stopped taken away from them. I think that's just the main thing. I think the biggest issue are the settlements, you know? I think that's like the real big issues. Like, if you've ever seen that map where it's like the green is Palestine, the yellow is Israel, and then you just see the green getting smaller and smaller and smaller over the years. And now you look at like a map of the West Bank and it looks like Swiss cheese. Uh-huh. It's like green with a bunch of yellow dots on the inside, because those are just like all the settlement. And it's just like, that's the main fight, you know, I think, is people just want their land back. I mean, I know people who have keys from their homes, like old-timey fucking keys from their homes that were taken from them, you know? And it's just like, that's the biggest thing. And that's the thing that like Israel says, like, oh, we want peace. We want to, you know, let's do a ceasefire. Let's do this, and that. And the Palestinians are like, okay, well, can we get the land back? You know, from like the original borders that we established in 1947. Mm. And they're like, oh, no, we're going to keep that. We took that. But like, let's do peace.
Is that what happened like recently, or?
What do you mean?
Like in the past few days, or is this like?
No, that's like for 75 years. That's what's been going on. You know, it's just a struggle for land. It's a battle for land. There's a video of a guy from Brooklyn in a home in East Jerusalem, and a Palestinian home. Mm-hmm. And it's a video of him, and he's just a fat guy from Brooklyn, you know? And a Palestinian woman is yelling at him like his name's Jacob or Yaqub. He's like, Jacob, what you're doing is not right. And he's like, what are you mad at me for? He's like, I didn't take this. He's like, I'm just here. I didn't take this. She's like, but you're stealing my home. This is my home. You're stealing this. And he's like, yeah, but if I don't steal it, someone else will. So what are you mad at me for? So I think that's kind of the mindset that really is like fucking up people right now. It's just like, well, fuck, bro. The Palestinians look at it as like, there's nothing we can do, you know? And so that's why, like, and by the way, I don't fucking like terror. I don't like killing. I don't like nothing like that. But you look at it from their perspective and they're like, fuck, they've been through so much, you know, so much loss. From loss of life to loss of land and property. And it's like, what do these fuckers have to live for? You know? And fucking shaka kelso. You got to bring a little bit of light to that. That was a deep one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. How do where's the punchline? Where's it?
I know.
And let me just end this very, very, very heartwarming speech with shitty underwear. And this speech was sponsored by shit underwear. There's poop in draws, dude. Yeah, I mean that's crazy, because like it's like, you know what's crazy? It's kind of like you just told me the same story of like how, like not the same story, but it's like it just, as I was listening, it made me think that like no matter what, like everyone is gonna have their own like justification for what's right.
Yeah.
And if you told that to like someone living in Israel, they would be like, well, no, like you're like okay, despite even if like this was the case, is bombing, terrorizing, killing innocent civilians, blah blah blah. Like it's just like, oh, is this how you want to like make the change?
Yeah.
Or did we take the land, or was it the British who took the land and then taking it out on Israel and then like that, and then now like, oh, and what land are we gonna have then if we? You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
But then it's like no matter what, it's now not even a question of like war or race. It's more of like a where our minds are like justified. So it's kind of like we said about like the algorithm is like to even like if they converted the like what the content you're now consuming, because content isn't just like what you see on your phone. Content is life. You know what I mean? It's like just consumption, everything you're consuming. Like if you look around and what you consume is like hating the other side, then it's kind of like no matter what, if for some reason you were now being shown another perspective of like of the other side hating you. Or like of loving the other side, it's like it's not even a justification thing. It's like a contradicting thing. It's like we want to be consistent as human beings. So it's like everything that I ever believed or any opinion I've ever had is wrong. Like people don't want to experience that to like be like proven wrong. You know what I mean? So now it's like this is in our deep psychology.
Yeah,
like the hate, the love. It's just like engraved now. It's like, what do you choose? What do you? What's next?
And it's almost like there's no talking to anybody, you know.
Right on the other side.
Yeah, there's no like trying to prove your point because everybody has their own version of the history or whatever, you know. And so like I guess, and by no means am I trying to justify what happened, but I'm looking at it of like, why did that happen, you know? And it's just interesting. Like I told you, that guy who came in the store, when I asked him like, what did you guys do to them for them to make you want to do this? And he's like, I don't know. Well, that's kind of, you know, that's like,
I mean, he just might be misinformed or not know what's going on. I mean, from what I understand, like it's like there was like Israel was signing like a peace treaty or something with like, was it with Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
And then Iran was just funded a lot of money from like the U.S. for like their protests or something. And then they didn't like that there was that peace treaty or something. And then they funded like Palestine with like all of that stuff.
Another big part of it too is the Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem.
What's that?
So it's like the second holiest place for all Muslims. It's like the big golden dome mosque in Jerusalem.
Okay.
If you've ever seen it.
I might have.
And, you know, for the past year, like they've been going, Israeli police have been going and like fucking with the people praying there. So like throwing in tear gas in there, beating people with billy clubs, and like, I don't know, as retaliation of what, you know, I don't know why they would do that. Just
I didn't even hear about that.
Well, that's why the Hamas, when they called this they called it Operation El Aqsa Flood.
What's that?
So the Aqsa is the mosque. So that's their whole reasoning behind it, is like the mistreatment of people at the El Aqsa Mosque during the Eid. Like during the Eid last year, the Eid is like a holy Muslim holiday where people gather at the mosque and stuff like that. They did a fucking operation there. They sent a whole bunch of soldiers into the mosque and started fucking throwing tear gas and hitting people with clubs and shit like that. And it's like, and I think that's like a big part of what they say is led up to this. You know?
Yeah, but then I would ask you the same question of like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why would they hit? Like, because here's the thing: we just got so. Why did like you asked them like those those like Israelis who didn't know anything? It's like, why did they invade? And they're like, I don't know. And then like, okay, so the why is because of that. And then it's like, okay, but why did Israel hit the club, like hit them with that?
The mosque,
and then we find out, oh, it's because they did that. And then why did they do that? Because Israel did that. And then why did they do that?
It just goes always back.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, well, we did this because they did this, and then they did this because we did this, and then they did this because we did this.
Yep.
And then everyone around it, which are like people who are like Israeli or Palestine that aren't actually inside the conflict, like people like me and you.
Yeah.
You know what the craziest thing about this whole thing is? And I can't say this about you, but I'll say this about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, like like the whole thing about like the algorithm itself, even like, or just like, consuming like information, is like we're so like. It would be, I couldn't look at like the Palestine videos and then be like, I'm with Palestine now, and be like,
yeah,
like, oh, this is like everything I believed was wrong. Like, I actually think that this is more justified. The crazy thing is that like, I don't think I'll ever like, even if like justified or not justified, it's like I'm Israeli, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm probably me and you are probably the most biased, because we're like, I feel like the person who would be the least biased would be like a well-informed Lauren, you know, like not like Lauren herself, because she's an idiot, it seems like, but I mean like someone who's like just a fucking studying, like that's not emotionally attached to a country, someone who's just totally logistically like rational about the situation, because I know I'm irrational because it's like my country, and then you might be like you're leaning towards like your country. So either way, we'll always have that bias.
Yeah.
So,
but also this is the way to discuss it too.
Right.
It's like we're laughing, we're having a good time, but we're also like saying what we believe, like without offending the other person too, you know? It's like, I'm not saying nothing against you personally. I'm just saying what I've seen, what my experiences are, and we're having a civil conversation to where we may not agree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could agree on one thing, fucking people shouldn't be dying.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we could agree on that. But I feel like this doesn't happen enough.
Yes.
You know, this doesn't happen enough. And I don't know if you would ever get shit for like, even like letting me say some of the stuff that I said. Do you think people would give you shit for that?
For like having you on the pod and doing that?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Exactly.
Because if here's the thing, I'll be real with you, bro. If people give me shit for having a conversation with a human being, then I don't even want that person following me. I don't want that person supporting me in my life. Like, I'm not gonna go as far as like in my life, but it's if it's a stranger, then like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, you know. But like, I stand by Israel, I stand by my country, but I'm also open-minded, and I'm not like a like in the box, like fucking, oh, everything is wrong. They're doing everything wrong, and we're right, and I'm right, and everything I'm doing is right, and everything they're doing. It's
you know,
like,
there's right and wrong on both sides.
It's all about the justification. It's like, well, we're doing this because they're doing this because we're doing this. So that means that everybody has a reason. Everyone is right in their own minds. It's like if I said about like my sister who killed herself, and it was like a giant pivot, but it's like she made that decision because it felt right for her. It felt wrong for me, but it felt right for her. So now it's like just a matter of like rationalization and like justification. Like there's something I'm not seeing that I'm not finding this rational that she saw. You know what I mean? Because she must have seen it as something rational to do if she went on and did it. So if I'm now irrational for not seeing her rationality, then maybe I am missing some information. Which is why, like, yeah, dude, fuck it. I'm on this planet to be curious, to be open-minded, especially as a comedian. My job is to be curious, open-minded, learn. So you know what? Nah, dude, I'm here to like learn more and like see like different perspectives. So hell no, I don't give a fuck if anybody has an opinion.
I think that's beautifully put, man. I really do, man.
Thanks, man.
It's I think the world needs more people like me and you to sit down and have this conversation. I had a Jewish friend of mine hit me up. He was in Jerusalem when I was doing my show in Jerusalem, and he came to the show. There's a bunch of Palestinian comedians. He brought his girlfriend, he brought his family, like all Jews.
Hell yeah.
And they came and enjoyed the show, and we hung out afterwards, and it was like a great time. And he just hit me up a couple days ago. He's like, hey, bro, do you mind if I post the picture of me and you in Jerusalem? Like, I think that's something people should see right now.
Wow. Yeah, that like it's not just one side or the other, that like both sides can come together.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the content I would put out. If I was like you asked me off camera if I would like post like shit like defending myself or like posting anything about it, I would post shit that like would hopefully unite people. Yeah. Instead of just like I mean, I obviously will like if we're being emotionally like rational, obviously I would lean more towards like my side,
just,
the place I was born, the way, but like also I would want to make like not do that at the expense of making like Palestine look
trivializing their plight.
Right. Yeah, but I see where the hate comes from. Like, you lose someone you know, it's like oh, fuck them. You know, they just killed my aunt. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, bro. But you know what? Let's end it there, man.
I
just
like
fucking unite, bro. Like,
Johnny Unitas, baby.
It might take 100 years, it might take 1,000, but at the end of the day, man, I think the whole world is striving for peace, but the rich just want that money, bro. So
exactly, dude.
There'll be wars, bro.
We'll
see you at the next war.
It's us against them, dog.
Yeah, dude. It's the poor people against the rich, dude.
Exactly.
That's what it is, bro. This isn't a race war. Dude. This is a class war, bro. This is a world for money. You want to shout out your stuff, bro? You want to shout out?
Yeah, man. Follow us at the Hell Yeah Guys. Me, Anthony Storitti, Thomas Mitchell, man. We're out here doing prank videos, interviews on the streets and shit like that. I'm Well-Fed Comic. You can follow me on all platforms. You know, peace, man. Peace.
All right, baby. Hey, with Truthers, we're now on YouTube. We got our own channel now. We post highlight reels on there. We post like actual like long form videos on there. So if you want to see videos of me and Bilal's conversation condensed, you can check out the reels on Instagram at Truthers Club. We drop reels every single day. And we got the long form content now on YouTube. So check out at Truthers Club on YouTube or just look up Truthers. You'll find us, baby. Thanks for being on, Bilal.
Appreciate
that was
you, bro.
dope.